Celestial Maiden. Just from this name alone, I am able to imagine your beauty. You must be the incarnation of Nestia. You cause me to sink deeper and deeper, unable to get a hold of myself. Oh, beautiful Celestial Maiden, how can I ever win your affection? Damius? Almanos? No, I don't know what you're talking about, friend. Right now, I only have the rosy Celestial Maiden in my heart.
Oh, rosy Celestial Maiden, you truly are a gift from the heavens, a daughter of the sun. Even Aquila cannot restrain you. Will you gently carve open the sky, if only to lead us out of this long, dark night? Who? No, I do not care about any Damiones. Right now, I only have beautiful fantasies and poems in my heart. Oh, rosy Celestial Maiden, the light of Akima.
Dear citizens, please stop spreading images of unknown origins. Please wake up! The Rosy Celestial Maiden is a lie crafted by Zagreus as a prank. We should follow the lead of Lady Aglaya and not subject ourselves to such mind-numbing fantasies. Damiones, that explorer who thinks very highly of himself. I've heard of him, but have never met him in person. Others have said he's completely crazy.
Rosy Celestial Maiden, a world beyond the sky.
What's that commotion?
Aren't you coming in to have fun?
Do you prefer an even trade, or do you like taking again? Do you prefer an even trade?
Take a look. This is pure genius in action. Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself. What are you folks going to do next?
Stop chasing after me! Don't come any closer!
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself. Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
He's running toward the Garden of Light. Give chase!
just shouting about the rosy celestial maiden? Maybe we should go home to stay safe.
What's all this for?
Maybe...
Can't a guy run his business in peace? Can't a guy run his business in peace?
Celestial Maiden! Celestial Maiden! I want to become a Celestial Maiden one day.
Stop that nonsense! Citizen, calm down. Don't do anything foolish.
This is the Garden of Life, the holy ground of the Bow of Rift. Are you trying to defile the gods?
Defile the gods? No, you guys are completely wrong. The wise Circes will be proud of me. Just watch. realm of Circes should be shared equally by all. I, Explorer Damionis, shall put on these wings today and touch the sky, proving to everyone that a world beyond the sky exists.
Wings?
That's right. Right here, right now.
That is a giant flying amphora! You're going to fall to your death!
Ridicule me all you want. I shall prove myself and remove all doubts.
You two are the distinguished guests of Lady Aglaia?
My dear friends, I know that you must have your own reasons to hide the truth. I shall not make things difficult for you. But thank you for showing me the image from beyond the sky. Now I shall embark on this earth-shaking undertaking. Damionis always follows through on his words. Save your words of persuasion. I've made up my mind. Trying to enrage me in hopes that my emotions will overwhelm my mission? Oh, it's a pity that I've seen through your intentions. You're trying to persuade me to stay.
A clever fool. That's how to describe people like him, right?
I'm almost moved by his persistence.
Save your words. Aquila, feel my wrath!
What did you just say?
So, I was right? You really are from beyond the sky? A pact? Ah, so that's why he called you distinguished guests of Aglaia.
Damionis, we're taking you in for an interrogation.
This is not going to go well. He learned something that he should never have learned. We can only hand him over to Lady Aglaia for judgment. Instead of worrying about his safety, perhaps you guys should worry about the impact of the rumors. Although no one believes what Damionis said about a world beyond the sky, the rosy celestial maiden has already spread everywhere. It's all right. I think there's only one thing you can do right now. Go to Varix Leo and share something even more interesting with him. That way, there's a chance that you can cover up the rumors. As for what happened earlier, you won't tell anyone else about it. So go now, brave heroes.
be in awe of geoids.
Look who came to visit this mighty lion. Aren't you Akima's two new friends? The brave warriors of a faraway place. It's an honor to meet you. Didn't anyone tell you? I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akima. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. Brave warriors. I'm afraid that I won't be able to help with that. Rumors. As long as the citizens like it, who cares about whether it's true or not? However, the way you two are trying to stop it from spreading further, could there be some other reason? How about sharing it with me?
Don't be fooled by it. This lion loves engaging in gossip and rumors. A few days ago, when people were besmirching my tribe's honor, didn't you also turn a blind eye?
Isn't this Lord Mighty? How have you been lately?
The face of a lion, but the courage of a soulless hyena. You and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment, even encouraging despicable acts such as fabricating history. There's no limit to how low you would stoop.
How can you call that a fabrication? At most, it's just a little, reinterpretation. Artistic reinterpretation.
Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise, I'll turn you into iron dust with my bare hands.
You got it. I'll fix that right now. I assure all of you that from now on, you'll no longer hear the words Rosy Celestial Maiden.
Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also, Finon seems to think highly of you guys. If you were to be disposed of for such a trivial reason, his weak and fragile heart might not be able to bear it. Pray for the best, outsider. Pray that this farce has not reached the ears of Aglaya.
over here! We've been waiting for quite some time. Where have you two been? We've been waiting here for quite some time. Even our wings are tired. Wow, you guys are well informed. You even know about the World Wound Web? Young people sure are full of energy. But it's been such a busy day. Where would we find the time to surf the web? What a strange thing to say. Anyway, let's go. I hope Aggie isn't annoyed from waiting too long.
Faith can dispel the black tide.
Oh, right! You can see the abyss from here! It's quite a nice place for a photo. I don't know how long I'll be able to live.
Have you heard? Seems like all the runes are...
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Have you heard? It seems like...
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
You want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
The story of the Chrysos heirs is truly the story of the Chrysos heirs.
music is poetry in motion.
Just hearing this melody makes me feel better.
Look! The Gate of Infinity! It's very eye-catching, isn't it? That's where we met! Oh well, the past cannot be recreated. All we can do is follow the prophecy and move forward. Those are two different concepts. We can draw upon the power of the Veil of Evernight through prayer, and then salvage necessary items from the past for our own use. It isn't actually reversing time.
Just hearing this melody makes me feel... the rooms are full.
Aggie, we're back!
Thanks for your hard work. Is there any news from Trian?
Not yet. But we've already figured out where the deserters are headed to. With a little more time, we'll be able to track down the location of Castrum Kremnos.
Oh, he's that candid with the two of you. Castrum Kremnos, both Nikador's territory and their current abode, is a moving city-state enveloped in fog. about something less serious for now. Would you mind giving the three of us some space, Treeby?
Of course. Hope you like this gift.
As Treeby mentioned, the both of you spared no effort in protecting the holy city. I would like to present you with a gift in recognition of that. If you are to stay in Akima, you'll need a place to rest. This gift will address your troubles. Welcome to your private bath chamber. I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here, take some time and get to know your surroundings.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here, take some time and get to know your surroundings.
Lose some, win some. Don't let me down.
I'll overcome the thorns. Doubt farewell.
Never seen perfection before?
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. We have a deal. There's no backing out now, for me or you.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Give an inch and they'll take a mile. Who's the little backstabber?
Need something? If not... Ah, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Finished exploring? I still have one last special gift for you. Come this way. I'll explain it to you. It's not your average wash basin. This ceremonial vessel belonged to the Chrysos heirs and is now my gift to the both of you. You have learned, to some extent, about the history of Amphorius and of the holy city Arcana. Now, I wish for both of you to witness the journey of the Chrysos heirs for yourselves. In ancient times, Fegusa, the Chalice of Plenty, concealed the beginning of the world amidst billowing waves. When the ancient ocean priests discovered that place, they used spirit water to build a barrier in order to prevent the site from being disturbed by external forces. However, they also left behind a passageway. That passageway is none other than the ceremonial basin in front of you. Clear yourselves of all distracting thoughts and wash your faces with the spirit water inside the basin. When you next open your eyes, you shall witness for yourselves the Vortex of Genesis. A great sanctuary that houses the original divinity of the 12 Titans. It's also the place where the prophesized miracle of Genesis will occur. For your first time, I shall personally guide you into the depths. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Sever all other sounds and let my whispers fill your ears. Take a handful of the pristine water. Lift your palms in front of your chest and feel the water gently flow away through your fingers. Sink deeper and do this once more. Submerge your wrists in the spirit water. Familiarize yourself with its temperature, its touch. Spread your fingers, then lower your head and search for the palms of your hands. Feel the spirit water flow against your face until all of your senses are submerged. Floating, sinking, diving into the depths. You now stand at the heart of this world. Now, I require your honesty. This is no laughing matter. It's an interrogation. While the both of you were roaming the city, someone was paying attention to your every move. Unfortunately, you have broken your promises. The Holy City's fate is as fragile as threat. I must exercise prudence in order to eliminate sources of potential disaster. I will grant the both of you another chance to mend our broken trust. The golden thread shall judge on my behalf. If you're truthful, you will live. Else, you will perish.
We meet again, distinguished guests.
Casterus will be your executioner. A reasonable request. It is indeed my oversight for failing to tell you everything in time. There have always been people in Amphorius who looked beyond the skies. Indeed, there used to be a usurper nation that spared no expense in constructing skyships with the desire to break through the blue sky and reach the stars. However, Aquila's divine punishment fell the instant the fleet of skyships took flight. An entire city-state, along with all of its subjects, was reduced to ash in that moment. It's not that Amphorius is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn, and an entire nation of mortals to perish. The Eye of Twilight is only one example of this. This is forbidden territory which can never be ventured into. Divine punishment has never been fair. As Akima's guardian, I must do the same. This is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both of you remain devoted. Three steps, Castris.
Yes, Lady Aglaya.
I shall ask you 4 questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses will not affect the thread. The number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward that the executioner will take. If she isn't standing behind you after all 4 questions have been asked and answered, the both of you will have passed this test. If she is, your journey will end here.
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come to Emporius? A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima? No fluctuations detected. A step will not be recorded. Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizens? lacks embellishment. You have no misgivings about the friction or suspicion that your answer might cause. A step will not be recorded. Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body. Are you willing to use it to aid the Chrysos heirs in slaying the gods? Response to a question with another question indicates intense suspicion and resistance. A step will be recorded. All 4 questions have been asked and answered. You have earned a second chance with your honesty. Both of you may continue to stay in Akima, and its citizens will continue to view you as distinguished guests. However, you must promise that today's farce will not occur again. Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path in the prophecy. You may be a ray of hope that fell onto Amborius. However, until all has been proven, you cannot be allowed to pose a threat to Amborius. For the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise and use every heartless yet effective trick in the book. I respect your decision.
Hold on! Please, wait a moment.
Finan?
Aglaya, as the first person to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to share regarding whether they can stay.
Do speak your mind.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akima, we fought side by side numerous times. The look in someone's eyes in moments of life and death never lies. And I was able to detect the conviction in their eyes back then. That's why I was willing to put my life in their hands. Please believe a warrior's intuition. At present, Akima is desperate for aid, and I am loath to lose 2 allies just like that. Isn't this what Miss Casterus believes as well?
Yeah. I'm more willing to view death as a peaceful farewell than a punishment.
So 2 crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed. Phylum, will you fulfill your duty as host and look after our distinguished guests?
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass, next time, I hope you will express your thoughts openly.
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure they are adequately informed about the mysteries concealed within.
Sorry, I should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind. I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger. Before the interrogation started, Miss Castor has already sent a message to me, hoping that I would stop Aglaya.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaya, and Lord Phynon is one of them.
Oh, please stop. Aglaya. She has long sealed her heart in ice for Akima's sake. Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them. One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphorius' deepest secrets are all hidden here. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame-chased journey of the Chrysos heirs. The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphorius, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that mankind has restored to its rightful place. The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time. It was Aglaya and Trevi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
And they are the only two demigods in the Holy City.
Worry not. I haven't forgotten about that. In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered, and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true. Aglaya and Trevi have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphorius' fate. Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs, and I'm following in the footsteps of those two.
Mission? Huh.
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves?
Take a look. This is your genius selection.
Move closer. Listen carefully. And you may just catch the whispers echoing in the void. How about you start with the Lance of Fury, and the voice of Nikador?
Chrysos heirs, demigods. Is what's written in the prophecy truly Amphoreus' only possible fate? Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Please, step closer and listen to the voices of the Titans.
Rhythmsosad.
Nazu. Es. Wemo.
Rhythmsosad.
Did you hear it? The first time I heard the voices of the Titans, I was just the boy playing with swords, oblivious to the meaning of life. To this day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. Alright, that's enough of my story. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Join the Chrysos heirs, and aid us in hunting down Nikador and retrieving the core flame from the Titan of Strife. If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best to provide you with answers.
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain a mystery to us all. The only reliable speculation is that it favors those caught in dire circumstances and bestows miracles upon them.
Legend has it that the first Chrysos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones began to walk this earth. Then came the Chrysos War. A conflict backed by the gods, yet one that brought much bloodshed and claimed many heroes. By the time of my birth, the tales of the Chrysos heirs had become more like legends than historical accounts. If there are others called forth by the prophecy, I trust that fate will guide them to us. Armed with courage and unwavering resolve, our quest will begin as soon as Trian locates Castrum Kremnos. Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle to the death. Prepare yourselves. The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and I won't impose my will upon you. Yet, if you choose to stay, I, Vina, from Aedes Elysiae, will spare no effort to bridge the gap between you and the Chrysos heirs.
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaya's heart won't be easy. But I will do my best as well.
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are the hope of Amphorius. I've always believed that the journey of the Chrysos heirs is not meant to be the saga of a select few, and that we must unite all potential allies, especially heroic figures like you. Once we triumph in the battle against Nikedor, that should dispel Aglaya's doubts.
Lord Finon, our guests seem quite weary. Should we have them return to the bath chamber for some rest?
My apologies, I got a bit carried away. It's been a long first day for you here on Amphorius. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trian will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trian will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Aggie, this campaign is going to turn out fine, right?
Do not harbor doubt, teacher. As the interpreter of the prophecy for the Chrysos heirs, any uncertainty in your words may undermine people's resolve.
Alright, but it's just you and us here. By the way, Aggie, I was actually wondering, when you were in the vortex earlier with them, were you actually going to...
Certainly not.
That's good to know.
Why even bother to ask? If you were truly convinced of my intent to harm them, you would have intervened.
You sure don't miss a thing. We are just curious. What is really going through your head, Aggie?
Initially, my plan was to use the threat of banishment to test their resolve and perseverance. But I noticed a sense of unease in Castris. She trusted in them, and even reached out to Finan in secret, believing I was unaware. Therefore, I took advantage of the situation and changed the threat from banishment to execution to see if the two could remain firm under the most extreme pressure. Simultaneously, it might also strengthen their bonds with Finan and Castris.
Do you have to go to such lengths for the battle against Nikador? That's going to make it a lot tougher for you to gain their trust.
That's not important. You and I will eventually step off the stage and leave Anthorius' fate in the hands of others. That's the future you foresee, isn't it?
Yeah.
The prophecy of deliverance is nothing if not ambiguous. It urges us to defy the gods, yet refrains from providing a clear glimpse of what lies ahead. Right now, it is people's faith in the prophecy that unites them around the Chrysos heirs. Should a time come when their faith is shaken, all will crumble. Hence, we must be prepared. When our task is to craft the armor for the Deliverer, what harm is there if you and I don humble attire?
Eggy, have you noticed... You keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are a counterexample.
Perhaps it's because my humanity is distancing itself from me. Another never-ending dawn. How bright is the day, and how long is the night. The golden thread hangs unusually silent today, as if the heavens, earth, and ocean are all holding their breath. Could they be mourning the impending downfall of a titan? Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
Let's go, Eggy. When have we ever been able to say no in all these hundreds of years?
Hey, great to see you here.
Trusting our fates to two strangers? Is this madness or folly?
Maybe both. You should really make more friends, Mighty.
Heroes, your attention, please. Trian has returned with news. For the first time in many years, we have dispersed the fog around Castrum Kremnos and verified its location. The awaited moment has finally arrived for the Chrysos heirs. Our path forward is now clear. Vanquish Nikador, the Violent Lance of Fury, and bring the core flame of strife back to Akama to fuel the prophesized miracle. This is an arduous mission, and I must heed the voices of all to determine the best candidates for this campaign. Should you harbor any thoughts, this is the moment to bring them forth.
I, Finan, of Aedes Elysiae, wish to join the crusade against Nikador. Furthermore, I recommend the two warriors from foreign lands. They have fought alongside me against Nikador's double, and I have full faith in their bravery.
I, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, volunteer to join. Nikador has become corrupted over the years. His pride waning, but his might endures. Victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army.
I'm willing to join as well, to help guide departing souls and ease everyone's burdens.
I concur with your opinion. Though his divinity has faded, Nikador remains a formidable adversary. Yet, I cannot jeopardize all of your lives in one single battle. As we speak, the Hand of Shadow remains missing. The Eye of Twilight is still coveting our land, and Circes and Orynyx present significant threats, despite their lack of overt hostility toward humanity. Even with two demigods protecting the Holy City, the risk is too great. Hence, Castrus, you must remain here. Your place is not on the front lines, and the battlefield is best left to the warriors.
I understand.
As for the two foreign warriors, select one to accompany you, Finan. Placing both esteemed guests on the front line would not be proper.
He excels in wielding a range of weapons, and his flaming lances quelled the enemy's advances multiple times. Mighty and I are both better at offense, so from a tactical standpoint, would you be willing to fight alongside us? You have no objections. Aglaya, the three of us will take on the mission to hunt down the Titan.
Mydemos, Castrum Kremnos was your home. Your people were once Nikador's followers. Yet, you've chosen to turn to Akima and dedicate yourself to the prophecy. Do you swear, upon Kefali's body, to make this mission of the Chrysos heirs your foremost duty?
When Nikador succumbed to madness, they stopped being a god to my people. I will use my wrath as a human to strip that god of their authority. As for the core flame, and that soon-to-be vacant divine throne, if that is the object you desire, you can have it. I have no interest in becoming a replacement god.
How generous! I'm not the type to accept charity, so I'll definitely be the one who deals the final blow through Nigador's heart.
The party that will embark on the expedition to Castrum Kremnos is decided. Finan from Ides Elysiae, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, and the distinguished guest from the Outlands. I, Aglaia from Akima, Chrysos heir and the demigod who bears Nestia's divine authority, hereby bless your journey ahead. Trian will open the gate that will lead you to Castrum Kremnos. May the golden thread guide you on your journey and bring you safely home. It is by the will of the gods that you stood on Akima's side in the end. You are Finan and Mighty's companion. So long as they're willing to entrust you with their lives, my trust in you doesn't matter. Go. Stand with the two Chrysos heirs. Akima has need of a true god of war. It's time for the mad god Nigador's reign to end.
Please, come back victorious. I'll pray for you. May your steps be ever quicker than death's relentless pursuit.
Blow, wind, blow! All the way to Castrum Kremnos! Woohoo! Snowy, deep, let's fly together! All the way across!
We don't have wings on our backs, Trian. Can you open a gate for us?
Oh, a gate! Oh, boring. Alright, let's open a gate! Century Gate! Woo!
Were you expecting actual city gates? It's true, Trian is very playful, but she's the best gatekeeper at Amphorius. Her Century Gate never fails.
Instead of worrying about gates, why don't you take the time to think about how the three of us are supposed to fend off an entire army?
That's not like you at all, Mighty. Don't tell me you're scared.
Alright, Century Gate is opening soon. Right now! Snowy, Dee, and Newbie Little Gray, are you all ready? Slay! Slay! Stand still and listen up. We, Treeby, Trian, and Trinan from Yanisopolis, messengers of the Chrysos heirs and the demigods who bear Yanis's divine authority, give unto you our blessings. May fate show you benevolence and seal away all paths that lead to dead ends. And throw open all gates that lead to victory.
It's quieter than I expected.
It's corrupted, but still familiar. This is Castrum Kremnos.
Times really have changed. Even Nikodor's own lands are on the verge of collapse. I haven't seen any sign of Titankin.
If even half of Castrum Kremnos' old might remains, it would mean that Aglaya sent us to our deaths. This is the outer city corridor. It used to be heavily guarded by soldiers. Even with the two of us working together, we wouldn't have made it past 30 steps. Think whatever you want.
Yeah, Kremnos used to be the place every warrior longed for. Kind of a shame you didn't live in that era full of strong warriors, eh, Mighty? If all the heroes of the past hadn't fallen one after another, I wouldn't be the only worthy opponent you have left.
Are you scared? It's still not too late to run.
No, I'm just thinking about the warriors who also braved this very corridor in the past. They all ventured towards the city of the Lance of Fury, all just to set their names in gold. The fortress may be in ruins now, but what we're about to do is no different from what they were striving for back then. Let's go. We'll take back the core flame of strife, or die in Kremnos. Those are the only two paths to glory we can choose from. How does it feel to be home again after so long?
Not here. I lived in the inner city.
Oh, as befitting of the Crown Prince of Kremnos. Trian, the road ahead is dangerous. You should stay here and find a safe place to hide. We'll return once we complete our mission. Then we'll have to trouble you to use the Sentry Gate again, alright?
Got it. Hide so the baddies can't find me.
Trian has sacrificed a lot for Amphorius.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
By the way, aren't you going to tell him any stories about Castrum Kremnos? Aren't you worried I'll tell him all the historical myths you despise?
I'd like to see you try.
It's exhausting talking to you sometimes. Castrum Kremnos has been Nikodor's territory since ancient times. It's a massive, moving fortress that surrounds the Titan, built by their followers. In the age before the Lance of Fury fell from grace, Castrum Kremnos would follow the Lance into battle after battle. It's a city that enforces strict discipline and reveres military might. Compared to that, the customs of my home feel very unsophisticated.
Open sesame.
Leave some wins.
Seek and you shall receive.
I don't have time for games. Time for a lesson.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth.
There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis.
We'll finally see some soldiers roaming about.
They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy.
It seems enemies aren't the only things stopping us. This bridge has fallen into disrepair. I suppose even Kremnoan craftsmanship can be unreliable sometimes.
Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts.
No wonder it's so fragile. Maybe these people were taking their grievances out on you.
Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row.
Except now, it's stopping the people trying to kill Nikador. It's moments like this that make me miss Treeby's power. Learning and mastering are two different concepts. Without a priest's resonance, an ordinary person would fall into a coma after chanting the first few words of the prayer. Oh, Treeby taught you how? But since you volunteered, please be my guest. the touch. And it's broken again. I guess even a Titan's power isn't enough to stabilize this bridge.
Just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal...
Lose some, win some. Don't let me down.
Heard the call.
The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Serenity is before me.
Helpless as ever.
Open sesame. Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
This mortal fool will watch over you, guide you on your path.
We have it. There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little backstabber?
Helpless as ever. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
I always deliver.
I'll overcome the thorns. Down, farewell.
Open sesame. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Almost.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be a pure body and mind.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Look, the gate opened.
Genius. We never would have known if you hadn't said anything.
Let's go. We can take a detour from the broken bridge. Let's go. We can take a
Feeling lucky. I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Hedge your bets. I weep for the departed. It takes a fall. As if victory is never in doubt.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Look! In the sky! That's...
The Blade of Fury. Even if the world lay shattered, it would still hang high above everyone's head.
It's... magnificent.
You haven't seen it at its most magnificent. That's the giant sword Nikador used to destroy Aquala's heavenly kingdom long ago, followed by one city-state after another. It's not just a weapon. It's the faith of the Kremnoan people. Souls who died heroically on the battlefield will further temper the blade in Nikador's hand, becoming a part of the God King's power. Such is the Titan's conquest, Nikador. The Titankin. And the people who have faith in strife sweep away all their enemies. Even in death, they embrace eternal glory.
I think you're exaggerating a little. I can think of at least 3 losses suffered by Castrum Kremnos in the Chrysos War just off the top of my head.
There's no shame in losing to those who conspire and plot in secret. Those weak and despicable individuals are the ones who should be ashamed.
True. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. The Kremnoan people have always been straightforward. They spend their whole lives running to the battlefield. No wonder Zagreus loves teasing me. But that's all in the past. Guess what I'm thinking, Mighty?
Probably nothing good. Keep it simple.
This isn't just an expedition. It's also a battle to determine a victor. Since we're already here, why don't we have a match and fight to our heart's content? Just you and me. Let's recreate the original Kremnos Festival. Show me what the grandest fighting competition in Castrum Kremnos was like. Let's gild this expedition with another layer of glory, and compete to see who can kill the most crazed Titankin. How about it?
What's the prize?
The privilege of delivering the final blow to Nikedor.
Interesting. I accept your challenge.
I know, Mighty. He prefers to fight alone. There are 2 paths ahead. You and I will take the same one. We won't compete on who's fastest, but on the number of trophies. So we'll each be responsible for our own tally. Don't worry. I won't add his kills to my own count.
Doesn't matter to me, even if you do. You don't know the lay of the land, so I'll give you a 10-step head start.
He already thinks he's won. But I won't decline the offer either. Let's get going.
Why are you still standing there?
Returning the favor. 10 steps are too many. You can have one back. Hopefully the enemies on this side are worthy of our combined might. Finally, opponents who look like they can put up a fight. Let's go! We're going to win this competition!
Lose some, win some. I always deliver.
This mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
your body and mind. The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a force. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Bending the rules.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
Give an inch and I'll take it.
That's 2 down. Not a bad start. We fought them together, so naturally I can only take half the credit. That's what I call fair play. Don't worry, Mighty is strong, and so am I. Did you see the look in his eyes? He's racked by homesickness, and doesn't want to show it to anyone else. Nothing is more important to Mighty than his people and glory. The city may be in ruins, but Kremnos is still the only place where he can be free. Now that we've sent him away, he can go have a good cry wherever he wants. He's both my friend and my foe. It's always been this way. Working with him always brings out my competitive side.
Why are you just standing there? Giving up already?
What do you know? We're talking strategy here. Let's go. The competition might not be the real goal, but I still really hate losing. Whoa. That's impressive. Following an iron chain onto the path leading to the giant sword on the other side? This is more like it!
You want this? Fine.
Huh? When did you get over there?
I told you before you don't know the lay of the land in this city. That's why you won't beat me. And just so you know, I'm at 6.
Wow! Seems like luck is on your side. Our path was a little lax on security. Not to worry, though. I'll catch up once we cross this iron chain bridge.
Assuming we can get across. Do you see the lightning bolt breaking the chain?
It doesn't look like ordinary lightning, which means mindlessly running across would spell certain death. There happens to be a prophecy tablet here, though. Let's go take a look. Maybe it'll help us.
Seriously, go rewrite it.
Great. Should be smooth sailing from here.
How's it going? Oh, you look stumped. I'll be going on ahead, though.
Your lightning won't stop warrior Castro Krendos.
Whoa! You're nimbler than I thought.
Worry about yourself. There's an endless business.
You practically have 9 lives, and on top of that, you're lucky. I'm almost jealous.
That was a close one. Thankfully, we both have a remarkable sense of balance. So, this is a lounge. It feels out of place. Maybe this is where all the warriors in the past took their breaks during competitions. Just regular old bits and pieces. Nothing that stands out. There's a thick layer of dust. Guess no one's been here for a long time. They must have been left behind by Mighty's people when they departed. You've likely seen them in Akima, but it's hard to tell just by appearance. They look the same as anyone else, they just have traditions that are slightly different from ours. This is a proverb slate. It doesn't look like the rest of the things that were left behind. It looks kind of new, in fact. Who would have left this here? I can't read the runes either. It must be written in an ancient language of Castrum Kremnos. There you go. Don't worry. We have an expert next door. We can show it to Mighty when we group back up. Though that does remind me. I've been wondering how you can understand the language and writing we use in Amphorius when you're from beyond the sky. Did Amphorius have more dealings with worlds beyond the sky than we thought? But nothing like this was ever recorded in our historical materials. Maybe your arrival will overturn many things we thought we knew. It's a gadget that records your voice. People don't like this sort of thing nowadays. Why don't you hold on to it? It makes a sound when you shake it. Should make for an interesting collectible. Give you something to show for your trip, in addition to the photos. Well, we've turned over every nook and cranny. It's time to move on.